Today, I'm going to be talking about 13 cheap date ideas that'll actually impress her. Because spending more money doesn't actually make you better with women. Most guys think that they need an expensive dinner or a flashy date to stand out, when really the things that matter most are confidence, effort, and actually knowing how to create a good experience. Otherwise, you're really just going to attract gold diggers. And the best part about this is I'm going to save you a ton of money. And that really relates back to this whole channel where I'm trying to get your finances in order. So in this video, I'm going to give you cheap date ideas that actually work, rate every single one, and help you avoid wasting money on dates that are boring, awkward, or just flat out bad, especially if it's a first date. By the end, we'll figure out the best possible cheap date idea for you right now and hopefully put you in a better spot financially as well throughout this video. So let's begin this journey. Date idea number 1 is to go and get ice cream. This is a classic, normal staple, right? Going out on an ice cream walk, going to an ice cream shop, picking her up, whatever it might look like. This is a great first date, and I rate it an 8 out of 10. The reason being for that is it's fairly cheap, right? You shouldn't be spending more than $10, or at least I would hope. And it gives you a good spot to give good conversation, but it also allows for some pauses in the conversation to help you guys regroup, regurgitate, and then be able to enter back into the conversation. Again, it might sound like I'm overthinking the conversation part, but if you're just sitting there talking to a random girl you've never met, or it's your first date, there can be a little bit of tension and a little bit of awkwardness. And so if there's something that you can at least divert both of your attention to for a little bit, to have a little bit of a break or a little bit of a pause, that is never a bad thing. Also, it's really tasty. She's gonna like it. It's not the most crazy romantic idea ever, but it doesn't have to be. This should be something simple and actionable, and this really does a great job at completing all the categories that make a good first date. So once again, an ice cream is an 8 out of 10. Date idea number 2 is to just go on a drive. Now, look, this sounds like it could be a good idea on the surface because it's not expensive at all. It gives you guys a chance to talk, and that's great. But the thing that makes this a really bad date idea is it comes across as lazy. No girl, no matter how well you know her, is gonna want to go on a drive on a first date. This could be your future wife even, and she might love you for your personality, but if you take her on a drive, she's gonna be like, where are we driving to? You know, unless that's her thing. If she loves cars, or, you know, she loves just listening to music and chatting, maybe that's a good thing. But for 99% of women, I feel like this is a terrible first date to go with because it just shows that you're being lazy. Is it cheap? Sure, but that's really the only good thing to say about this, leaving it at a 2 out of 10. Which brings us to date number 3, a small picnic. Now, a small picnic can be a great idea. You can go on a nice little walk, set up a picnic blanket, and pull out some food. You can customize the food to whatever her preference is, showing that you care, which is a really great thing. And I've done my share of small picnic dates, and one of them was actually a first date, and the date itself went really well, although that relationship went nowhere. I was able to get food that she liked, soda that she liked, and we went out and just sat and talked, and it was great. We didn't have the best chemistry in the world, but the conversation still flowed naturally because of the environment we were in. Now, is it a little bit more expensive? Sure, because you're gonna have to buy some food. Usually the food doesn't have to be that expensive though, and then you're gonna have to buy some drinks as well, but again, those things don't have to be that expensive either. However, it still runs up the tab compared to the other things on this list, meaning it's gonna place itself at a 9 out of 10, frankly, just because it's a little bit more expensive, but once again, it's still a cheap, good date idea. Date idea number 4, though, is going to a movie. Now, once again, this sounds like a great idea, right? It's something that diverts your attention, it can be kind of fun, and it's pretty dang cheap as well. However, there's a few flaws with a movie date to start. A, it's not original at all. A movie date is the most boring thing that you could possibly do. However, if it's a boring thing that everybody does, that doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing. It just makes it a little unoriginal and doesn't have much thought into it. But the main issue with the movie first date is you guys are not going to be able to talk at all. And that's a big deal on a first date. You should be getting to know someone, getting to know if you guys flow well together, you know? If you're going on a first date, really probably the only things you know about them is that you might have some things in common and that you're attracted to each other. But other than that, you don't know much, and so you should be taking this time to figure those things out, and you can't really do that while watching a movie. Now, there are other things that you could do, like a drive-in is much more approachable. You have the ride over, you can kind of talk more. Maybe you do something more like that where it's a little bit more intentional and you put a little bit more thought into it. But if you're just simply going to a movie theater, I'm giving this a 4 out of 10, especially for a first date. It's really lazy. It's honestly sometimes not even the cheapest, and you really just don't get to know the person. It's really not that great in general. Our 5th date idea here is is going to a sports game. And look, I'm not going to talk about this for long. This is a first date that I've heard of that I don't really understand. You're going to a very loud environment where literally almost all the focus is going onto the game, right? Now, if this is maybe like a high school game or like a low-key D2 college game, right? I could see this as a little bit more of a viability, but if this is an NBA game, an NFL game, man, you're going to be glued to that game, and it's going to be loud. You're not really going to get to know each other, and it's super, super expensive. For all of those reasons listed, this is a 3 out of 10. Date idea number 6 is going and getting coffee. Now, like I said earlier, being original is not the most important thing in the world as long as you're being intentional. Take her to a coffee shop that's kind of cute and sweet. Take her to a local coffee shop. Don't take her to a chain. Take her to a coffee shop with board games. Take her to a coffee shop where you have a nice area to be able to talk and it feels nice and cozy, right? Do those things, and the coffee shop date is great because not only that, coffee is super cheap. We're talking probably even cheaper than ice cream, and if she doesn't like coffee, she can still get like a hot chocolate or smoothie usually at most of these places, and so it just kind of naturally works. You can have a lot of conversation, but again, it's kind of a basic idea as well as you're kind of stuck in the conversation. There's no good things to distract your attention. There's no activity, which can be a bit of an issue on a first date. That being said, it's still a pretty good first date, and it's the most average first date ever, but it's still a good one to go on, so I'm going to rank it a 7 out of 10. Now, date idea number 7 is playing pool and getting drinks. So basically hitting a bar or happy hour or maybe a local bowling alley even. This is a great idea because not only are you getting a little bit of a distraction, you're playing an equal activity, there can be a little bit of banter there, and it also gives you an opportunity to just straight up talk to this person as well. Whether it's before, after, or during a pool game or whatever you do, getting drinks, it's great. You can also go ahead and get drinks, of course. You can kind of understand what her taste is, which is also a great thing as well. And it's pretty dang cheap, right? To play pool at most bars, it's about $1 a game, and drinks really aren't that crazy. This is a pretty easy, simple staple that has been around, but it's still really great. And for the aspect of having the game, being able to play that, and just other things distracting you guys so it's not a super tense situation, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Which brings us to thing number 8, a walk or a hike, or date number 8, I guess I should say. This is a great idea. Walking, talking, it's great, especially if you take a scenic route and it's absolutely beautiful. Not only is it a great little date, but it can be a nice relaxer for yourself as you can get outside, get some exercise, you both are talking, it's fun, you're jiving, and you never really know what you're going to see on a walk and a hike. And although there's not an activity, there's always things to talk about, things to look at, things to point out. Maybe you see stuff that reminds you of a story that you're able to tell her, right? Stuff like that. This creates a good, fun, safe environment, a good conversation. It is completely free, at least most of the times, as long as you're not like hiking on a state park or something, right? So that's absolutely amazing. However, it can come off as a little bit lazy, but if she likes to get outdoors, this is absolutely perfect. You just want to make sure you're not selecting a location that makes her feel uncomfortable, like some really estranged area where there's nobody else around. That's a big, crucial deal. But if you're able to avoid that and you're able to have a good time, nothing wrong with that at all. Brings us to cheap date number 9, cook her dinner. Now, you might not be able to cook, and that might be tough, but if you're able to cook even a little bit, make her a dish. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can maybe be one of your secret special recipes, right? But going out to the grocery store, getting those items, bringing them back, inviting her over, and just having a nice space where you're able to cook her dinner, it shows that you care, and if you clean up well, and you make the environment nice for her, and you take care of her for that night, holy cow, that will go a long way. And this could lead into watching a movie together, spending some more time together, if it all goes well. If it doesn't go well, though, then, like, it's an easy out. You can just kick her out, and say, hey, this was great getting to know you, I just don't see this going anywhere, right? You could do that too. But again, you kind of need to know how to cook. But if you don't even know how to cook, you can always get like a cheap, like, easy to make meal at home and spice it up even just a little bit, right? But this is very cheap. It can be very intentional and can create good conversation. But you can also kind of distract yourself by, hey, I'm going to go take this out of the oven for a second, blink, 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 whatever that might look like. It kind of creates some nice natural pauses. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I've never personally done it, but I've heard it's worked great for other people, and that has led to them marrying their future wife. So can't really knock it too much. Which brings us to date number 10, going to church. Now, you might not be religious at all, and if that's the case, then probably don't take her to church, but this is where I went on my first date with my first girlfriend, or not my first girlfriend, the current girlfriend I have now that I'm probably going to end up marrying here soon, and so I'd feel like it'd be wrong for me to not put this in here. It's completely free to do. It can be kind of fun, and it takes the pressure off, and we were able to go get lunch and go on a walk after. So basically kind of combined a bunch of these ideas in this video for that first date, but it went really well. It created a nice conversation, a nice flow, and we kind of got used to each other before we went into a bunch of conversation conversation, and so it went really well. I really didn't know her at all before this date, and so I can't knock it. Don't knock it till you try it. I don't know. Since it's a little exclusive to people who only go to church, I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. But if you are religious, I would really not knock this before you try it. It's a great idea. Which brings us to first date number 11, or just date number 11. These don't actually have to be first dates, but I just kind of like went with the flow of it being a first date. Anyways, going to the beach. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. The beach is great. It's nice. It's warm. You get outside. It's kind of fun. You can do a lot of different things here. And this is why I like it. You can also make it more intentional. You can make it like as serious as you want it to be. If you want it to be fun and go throw like a frisbee around or go into the water, whatever it might be, that's great. Then you can also have the blanket out on the beach and have maybe a little beach picnic with some good conversation. There's a bunch of things you can do with this. You can make it intentional and you can make it show that you like really care about her, right? Appeal to her interests, do all those things correctly, and just have a great conversation with her. This is a great 8 out of 10. It's not perfect because it's a little iffy making her dress up in a swimsuit on the first date. That can make somebody very uncomfortable. I could see that, but if she's down and you're down, this is a pretty great idea. But for that kind of inconsistency, and it's kind of a little vague of like how to make it go well, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Date number 12 is mini golf. This is a 10 out of 10 date, and it's really that easy. Mini golf is super cheap. You can go to usually a fun course, whether it's outside or inside. There's usually food, or there's one that's near my house that if you go, there's like a milkshake or a malt booth right next to it, and it's outdoors, so during the summer it's great. But then there's also like indoor ones that are at malls or have other things that you can do at them, like arcade games. There's so many things here. It gives you good activity to distract you from the intensity of the conversation, but it still allows you to have that conversation. This works great at any age. If you're obviously an adult, I'd go to a more adult-y mini golf place if that's an option, but overall, this is great. The only issue is it could be a little seasonal, I guess, but most of the time there's indoor and outdoor, so overall, mini golf is an absolute great first date. I'm giving it the first 10 out of 10 of this video. I love this idea. I would have done this more when I was in my dating phase, except I just don't live next to a mini golf place, so that was always kind of tough, but that was always my first go-to. Just never really had one where I was located. When I'm back at home, I do have one, but I digress. It's a great first date if you need one and you live next to one. Go try it. And finally, date number 13 is her favorite activity. Now, of course, you need to know her a little bit, but if you're getting set up through a friend, ask that friend. Do some stalking on Instagram. I don't know what it looks like. Or if you have her number, just text her and be like, hey, what's stuff that you like to do? And then when you learn that in the talking phase, then that's the thing you take her out to go do. Whether she likes to play soccer, go take her out to a soccer field and kick a ball around. Take her to a bookstore if she likes to read. Go play board games if she loves a certain board game, right? Again, don't just like ask her, hey, what's your favorite movie? And then make her watch that movie because that kind of comes off as lazy. Or just don't ask her like, hey, what's your favorite ice cream? And then just buy her a tin of that ice cream and you eat it in your car. Like, no, don't do those things. Like, actually figure out what are the things that she loves, that she's passionate about, and go and take her to do those things and make it a joke, right? Like, if you suck at that thing, crack some jokes and be like, hey, you're gonna have to teach me this. Like, I don't know, like flirt a little, get out there, date. It's really that simple, but this is a great date idea. If you do it well and it's cheap, it's another 10 out of 10 because it really shows her that you like care about her and that you're being smart and you're being intentional about being there. So in conclusion, you're going to see on your screen right now our 3 best date ideas are mini golf, her favorite activity, and cooking her dinner. And the 3 worst is just a drive, a sports game, or watching a movie. I think this is a really simple guide. Pick one of the higher rated dates that I listed in this video. At least probably go for a 7 out of 10, but a 6 out of 10 probably could work too. And go out and date. Now, probably the hardest part about this is finding the girl to date, but can't really help you with that. You gotta go find her yourself, man. Good luck. If you enjoyed this video, check out another video of mine on your screen right now where we actually talk about more financial stuff. It's gonna be on your screen here. Go ahead and click it. I'd appreciate it. Peace.